So hey guys, and welcome back to Born Traveller, and welcome to Koh Chang in Thailand. Okay, let's get started. So when it comes to accommodation here on Koh Chang, you get some really good places. They're not the cheapest. You're going to pay around $150 a week. You can get it down if you're stopping for a month, down to around, it's about 120 a week. But you know, if you want somewhere decent, you're going to be paying that kind of money, 15 to 20 a week, and that's with aircon and everything. I'm going to show you now how good it is. If you want kind of like the standard you would get at home, then you're going to have to pay 15 to 20. You can get fan rooms down to 10 euros, but, and obviously you can get hostels. They're going to come down to maybe $8 a night, but who wants to stop in a hostel on a beautiful island like this? So if you're going to splash out, definitely splash out here. I mean, okay, it's quite high for a budget nomad, but it's pretty reasonable. So as you walk in, you can see here, it's not the biggest room, but you've got everything really you need. So there's a big bed, there's a window here and a window here. Obviously you can open these up to get more light in. It's like a little bungalow basically. We've got TV, we've got Wi-Fi, just checked it, 16 megabyte download, 50 megabyte upload, so pretty good Wi-Fi. Power, obviously we've got fan. More importantly, we have air conditioning, which when you're working online as a budget nomad, you're going to need aircon. I just find it, if you're working remotely, you need aircon because you need to concentrate, and it's very hard when you're too hot. You need a stable environment, and I think this is good for the money you're paying. I'm paying 150 a week, which is just over $20 a night. It is expensive. Like the budget here, you're definitely going to pay higher, but if you want to come to a tropical island 200 meters from the beach, this is what it's going to cost you basically. So your budget here is going to be pushed up to like 35 a day. Obviously you can see I've got fridge, wardrobe, kettle, power, everything you need, and obviously really importantly a desk and toilet roll of all the stuff that's in the wrong place. Let's put that where it should be. So now we've got the toilet roll in the right place, let's have a look at the bathroom. Well, it's pretty nice. I mean, you know, you've got a mirror, nice modern sink, obviously a toilet, standard. There is a bin, obviously don't put any toilet paper down the toilet because that's really bad. There is a hot shower. These hot showers in Thailand are not very good, but it's red hot anyway. But yeah, you've got everything you really need. So overall, 200 meters walk from the beach. I think this is fabulous. And these are individual, you know, you've not got anybody next to you, so you've got a lot of privacy.
So when it comes to food on Koh Chang, there's lots of options. You can get budget food, but it's not that cheap. You have to remember it is an island, so everything's imported. So prices are going to be inflated from the mainland. Prices for meals start around 60 baht, going up to around 100 baht for cheap. But on average, you can pay 100 to 200 baht per meal.
So I thought I'd just come here, grab some pad thai for dinner, which is not that cheap. It's 100 for pad thai, and then it's about 40 for a Coke. And just watch the sunset go down. So yeah, so that's what we're going to do. So there's a nice little restaurant here. It's not really a proper beach, but it's really quiet and there's no tourists here, so it's fantastic. There is actually a plethora of things to do here. You can see there's lots of boat trips. You can take the big boats, which don't cost as much, or you can take a private boat. It really depends on what you want to do. There's ATVs you can go, four-wheel driving. Just be careful on them. A lot of insurance companies don't cover you on things like that, so you have to be careful with things like that. The last thing you can do, you can actually do gun range shooting here, which I might do later. So as you can see here, you can go kayaking as well, so we'll have to get some prices how much of that will be. The first thing you can notice about this beach is it's not busy. This is a place you can come to relax. Compared to somewhere like Pattaya, I've just come from Pattaya. I decided not to make a video about it because it's so disgusting that I just can't bring myself to make a video about Pattaya. But I went there for a few days and just hated it, so don't go there. But this is beautiful. Massive beach. There's lots of tourists in Pattaya, and there's lots of tourists in Phuket and all the islands, Koh Samui, Koh Phangan. But here, as you can see, you pretty much got the place yourself. So when it comes to shopping here on Koh Chang, there is 7-Elevens everywhere, and pretty much you can get everything you need in terms of like everyday goods, you know, like for noodles and all your toiletries and, you know, drinks and stuff like that. So you can get everything from 7-Eleven. So now I'm off to Bang Bao Pier. If you need any beachwear or anything like that, this is quite a good place to come. There's quite a good market here, as you can see. You get all different kinds of stuff. It's not the cheapest place in the world, but you can certainly get what things you need. When it comes to money, there's actually quite a few ATMs dotted about. I wouldn't say there's loads, but there's definitely enough that you can find one pretty easily within reason. So it's just the standard Thailand thing where they're going to charge you quite a lot. So try and take out up to 30,000, which is about $900 if you can. That still costs you around $10 to $12 in transaction fees. It is very expensive in Thailand to take out cash. So I would always recommend trying to use your card at places like 7-Eleven because it only charges about 1 cent per transaction. When it comes to banking, I recommend Wise. Wise offer a multi-currency account that you can keep up to 50 different currencies in. So open a borderless account today and get started. Link in the description. So when it comes to nightlife, there are lots of areas, but one of the main ones you can come to is here. This is the Koh Chang walking street. There is actually a walking street where they've got all the bars and the clubs, and you can see, obviously it's in the morning, so it's all dead, it's all closed down. To be fair as well, probably some of these businesses have actually closed down because of COVID. You don't really realise how bad it was, but a lady was telling me basically they had 2 years of no income on this island. You know, it was shut down, no one was allowed to come, so it got pretty bad pretty quickly. But as you can see, there are still parties going on. There's a new bar called Lighthouse that's opening. That'll be Monday night. Unfortunately I'm leaving, so I won't be able to go to that, but yeah, a new place called Lighthouse, which is just here. Looks like it's brand new. It's just going to open. When it comes to the internet, actually the Wi-Fi here is very, very good in Koh Chang. It's absolutely fabulous. You get up to about 40 megabytes a second. It's very stable. I managed to teach here, no problems. The only issue you have obviously with Wi-Fi is the power can go out. You know, this is a tropical island, so in the wet season you might get power outages. It's rare, but it does happen because of the thunderstorms. So if you are working online, as a backup, get a AIS or True SIM card. It'll cost you around $70 a week for unlimited internet up to about 4 megabytes. If you do want faster, it obviously is going to be more, but that's what I pay. I basically pay 70 baht from AIS. So when it comes to healthcare actually here in Koh Chang, it's not actually that bad. In fact, in some ways it's one of the most convenient places to come to get minor medical things done, because there's medical clinics everywhere. They don't seem to be that busy. You can just walk in and ask to see someone. You'll probably only wait half an hour and you'll be able to see somebody. And to be honest, they all speak English. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be the cheapest place to come, but in terms of somewhere like Bangkok where it's quite spread out, these places are actually really easy to find and very accessible. And they normally have a pharmacy right next door, so any medicines you need, it's quite easy to get. Like, obviously the healthcare in terms of emergency medical treatments is not great. There is a hospital, but, you know, really you're going to have to be evacuated probably to Rayong, or if something major happens, you're probably going to have to be evacuated to Trat at least, where there is a major hospital. But for minor stuff, it's not too bad. If you want to stay healthy abroad, I always recommend having travel insurance. Never leave home without it. The travel insurance I use is Safety Wings. They offer comprehensive travel insurance for €50 a month. Link in the description. When you arrive in Koh Chang, you arrive here. I can't film that well because this is the checkpoint, the ticket checkpoint, so I can't get any further. But the boats are here. It costs 100 baht one way to the mainland, and then the major city from there, you can pick a shared taxi to Trat, and from Trat you can pretty much go anywhere. So these are the shared taxis that will take you around the island, and you see these guys. Basically they'll charge about 100 to 200 baht depending on where you're going. If you're going to Bao Bang, which is right in the south, it's 200. Where I went in Bao Bang, not Bao Bang. If you get you're killing me here. If you're going to where I went, Long Prey, it's about 120. So it's not that cheap. Now obviously this is optional, but I'm going to be honest. If you're going to be on an island like this, it's quite a big this place, so to be honest it works out probably cheaper to hire a motorbike for the whole week. It's 1,200 baht for the week, which is pretty reasonable. I think it's 200 baht a day, so it's not bad. If you go to Pattaya, you can get it for like 1,000, but obviously you have to remember this is an island, so they're always going to be slightly more expensive. I think it's worth it. I mean, I've just took a shared taxi. There was 8 of us in the taxi, you know, on the Sun Utes, and that was 120 baht for one trip. So this bike pays for itself pretty quickly if you're out every day, you know. This island's quite big. Obviously you've got fuel to consider, but these things don't take much. I'll probably spend $5–10 for the whole week. If you start taking those taxis all around the island, you're going to mount up those taxi costs. So motorbike, obviously, if you're not used to riding one, this is actually a good place to learn. Okay guys, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. It's been a fabulous week here in Koh Chang. I really recommend it. It's the best island as far as I can see in Thailand. Please remember to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification button, and I'll see you next time.